Hey, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and also, hi, I'm Josh, I'm an addict. Today is July 15th, and we'll be reading out of Daily Reflections. Oh boy. Pride. For thousands of years, we have been demanding more than our share of security, prestige, and romance. When we seemed to be succeeding, we drank to dream still greater dreams. When we were frustrated, even in part, we drank for oblivion. Never was there enough of what we thought we wanted. In all these strivings, so many of them well-intentioned, our crippling handicap had been our lack of humility. We lacked the perspective to see that character building and spiritual values had to come first, and that material satisfactions were not the purpose of living. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 71. Time and again I approached the seventh step only to fall back and regroup. Something was missing, and the impact of the step escaped me. Excuse me. It is so early and I need more coffee. Well, I need coffee in the first place. I haven't had any. So let's reread that. Time and again I approached the seventh step, only to fall back and regroup. Something was missing, and the impact of the step escaped me. What had I overlooked? A single word, but ignored the foundation of all steps, indeed. The entire Alcoholics Anonymous program. That word is humbly. I understood my shortcomings. I constantly put tasks off. I angered easily. I felt too much self-pity. And I thought, why me? Then I remembered, pride goeth before the fall, and I eliminated pride from my life. Oh, yeah. I was arrogant and self-centered well before I even started using in my teens. I mean, technically, I started when I was in 5th grade, and then it got a little bit more serious. I took a break, and then it got more serious around 8th, 9th grade. And by the time I got to freshman year of college, I was off to the races. And pride was a large part of that. Pride in me being egotistical, and also pride in me not wanting to ask for help. Like, I was willing to go down in a hail of gunfire before asking help. I was willing to burn everything that was important in my life down to the ground instead of asking for help. And what the program has taught me over the years is humility. So I wouldn't say that I am completely devoid of pride. I mean, I'm proud of a lot of things. I'm proud of my friends. I'm proud of members of the fellowship. I'm proud of my family. But in terms of personally, I don't carry a whole bunch of pride around for myself. I just try and take my 24 hours, 1 hour at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time, 1 breath at a time, because sometimes it's like that. Not all days are easy. Sometimes I have really high highs and really low lows, and both of those situations I find to be very dangerous for me. So I try and figure out a way to get even, because my favorite kind of day is just like a uneventful, bland day. Because those kind of days are, it's like, okay, I'm gonna get through 24 hours, not necessarily coasting, but it's basically it was uneventful, nothing crazy happened, and I didn't find myself in any sort of particular mental state where I would then physically get in trouble, because they always say, the mental relapse happens before the physical relapse. Actually, recently, and it's crazy how this happens, but then again, I've also seen this happen to people who've had 30 plus years and then went and picked up a 24-hour chip. But I ended up sharing in a meeting. I was like, for the first time in a long time, for whatever reason, I had a craving. Like it wasn't strong. I wasn't gonna act on it. I wasn't gonna go to a bar or an ABC liquor store or anything like that. But like my dark passenger, it's so insidious, that spiritual malady was just like, wouldn't it be nice just to like have a social drink? And that's just a terrible idea, because I'll go off the rails. Maybe not immediately, but then that drink will turn into other stuff, and then now I'm combining a whole bunch of things, and then I'm going down a hill of gunfire, burning everything to the ground, and it's just all bad. So I'm glad I'm not that person. I don't want to go back to being that person. And with that being said, I would love for you to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, but much more importantly, what I'd really like is comments from the newcomers, comments from the people with time, and create a community where both parties can interact, because it's mutually beneficial. It reminds me, and probably potential old timers, a place that we never want to go back to. And for the newcomers, where you're experiencing post-acute withdrawal, restlessness, sweats, vomiting, headaches, insomnia, I mean, the list goes on. I remember all of that stuff like it was yesterday, even though I have a bunch of time. But like, it's one of those things where I would just say, sharing that is helpful, because then I or others can at least explain what we did on our road to recovery to get time underneath our belts. And if there's anything that resonates with you, that helps get you through 24 hours, that helps save a life, because that's the whole point of the accountability group. I would love to save millions of lives, but even if we save one life, that is the biggest win for me. That's why I really appreciate everybody who's been joining our social media, who's been joining our website, and definitely everybody who's been donating to our GoFundMe, because the GoFundMe is to help support individuals who can't support themselves, who don't have the resources or underrepresented, and there's millions of them out there. But that enables us to get them into 30-day programs. It helps take care of medical bills, it helps take care of ILP, PHP, sober living, therapy, all sorts of things of that nature. So that's what we're really focused on. This is a social venture. Like, this is what we're actually doing. It's not giving 1 or 2% like other companies. Like, we are devoted to helping people. So with that being said, I will close out like I always do, which is thank you, and also stay safe, stay strong, and stay sober.